Okay, so in this scenario, what I'm going to look at is I have a list of learners here, and what I need to get done is that I need to set up a list so that each of these learners kind of has a line for Jib, Gantry and Cap. This came from an email I got from a subscriber to one of my lists who was asking me about this. So this is how you do this in Power Query. So I've got this as a table. I've converted this to a table, and just a quick reminder of how you do that. Highlight the data, insert, and then table. I've already given this a name, so if I go over here to table design, I've given it the name learners, and remember, no spaces in your table names. I've done the same thing here, created this, insert, and then table, because it's done already. That third in from the left is dimmed. Table design, I've called it courses. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to load these two tables into my Power Query. So I go to data, from table range, there it's called learners, and I'm going to add a column called a custom column. Now this technique comes from a guy called Ken Pulls, and I'll reference him in the blog post. All right, and essentially what it does is that this creates sort of an artificial way to sort of link the two data sets. I then go to home, close and load 2, and essentially all I want to do is sort of create a holding space for these. So I'm going to say only create connection, click OK. I come up to the same thing up here, data, from table range. There it is. I do the same thing again, add column, custom column, call it merge key, and just put in 1. And essentially this is sort of an artificial construct that allows me to link the two of them together. And click OK. Now I have the two of them loaded here, learners and courses. So I want to make sure that if I update any of my learners that, there's a knock-on effect on my output. So I go to learners, right click, and I go to reference. This creates a new query here, which I'm going to call all courses. Okay. And then what I do is I come up here to home, and I go to merge queries, and basically merge queries just means I put the two of them together. And I go merge queries as new. And then this is the table I want to link it to, which is going to be my, what I want to do is link these two. I want to link my courses and my learners. So go back up here. Okay, I have all courses up here. I choose courses. I click on the merge key here and the merge key here, and I leave it on the left outer, which means all the first are matching from the second. And then I click OK. Now this is, because there's kind of a lot of duplicates on the ones, this creates like a table and basically says just give me everything. So if I click over here beside this one, declick that one, click mandatory courses, I don't want the original column name, and then I click OK. So you see here I now have a list of each person has a course to go with it, and then if I go right click and let's say I'm going to go to remove. Now I'm ready to go, so I'm going to close and load 2, and I'm going to put on a new worksheet, and I'm going to call this all courses. Okay. Now one of the things I'm going to do here is that, for example, as I do it here, go along date, and let's say I know Amelia has done it on the 1st of the 4th 2020. Alright, so I leave that as is. Now if I go back here to my original data set, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in one more person here. One of my favourites, Minigilda Puddyfoot. What happens when you generate too many names from this. And I go back into all courses, right click and refresh. And let me scroll down and I find the bold Minigilda, or I might just kind of even do better here. Sort A to Z, scroll down, there she is, Minigilda Puddyfoot. Now the beauty of doing this technique as well, now just one other thing here about the date, and I'm going to come back to that shortly, is that if I come back here to this one and realize, oh, I need to do another course on, let's say, forklift driving, forklift, alright. So there's, I've added my forklift, go into courses, right click and refresh. I can see there it's now included the forklift in it for everybody. And if I go over here now to date, this is kind of a thing here, you just need to change this back to short date. And there you have it done. Okay. Hope you found this useful. I'll be loading up the 2 files with the blog post, and any comments as always, glad to hear them. Take care. Bye.